In this class, we will discuss about the emission control, three-way catalytic converter, and the BS norms. So we have to know what is emission and what is pollution first. So any vehicle that can exhibit the exhaust gases. So any vehicle, either it is a two-wheeler or it is a four-wheeler, either it can be a petrol engine or a diesel engine. So it emits some exhaust gases. So this exhaust gases which has been emitted, we call it as emission. So we have to see whether this exhaust gases affect the atmosphere or not. So there is a question there. So some exhaust gases is affecting the atmosphere, thereby it creates pollution. Okay, so the gases are both affecting human beings as well as the ozone layer. So there are gases. Suppose, for example, if I say you there is a gas which is called as hydrocarbon, which can affect the atmosphere. There is a gas which is called as nitrogen oxide. So this nitrogen oxide, it is affecting the human being itself. Why it is affecting human being? Because it affects the lungs of the human being. So the government as well as the protection company are keen in noting that we have to control these emissions. Okay, so we have to control the gases, exhaust gases, which is been exhibited from the two-wheeler or four-wheeler. Okay, so it's our foremost duty to control this exhaust gases. So thereby there are methods. So you would have read in EGR, exhaust gas recirculation. There you recirculate the exhaust gases. So when you recirculate this exhaust gases, the emissions is being controlled. So there is also another method. Here we have to go. We have to see it. That is called as three-way converter. So we will go one by one. So I have given a general introduction. So you can see in introduction. See, the introduction is general one. See, government worldwide, either in US or either in UK or either in India. So this government, they're concentrate in controlling these emissions. Okay, controlling the pollution, air pollution. So particularly this air pollutions are caused by the emissions from the vehicle. So we are in a position to control this air pollution. So there are methods. So one of the method is three-way catalytic converter. Why it is called as three-way catalytic converter? As I have already said, there are three gases, namely hydrocarbon, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides. These three gases, if it is been controlled, hence using some catalyst, hence it is called as three-way catalytic converter. Okay, so this is about the introduction. We will go to the next slide. So we have to know when this harmful exhaust gases really create. Okay, so when a vehicle is running at a constant speed, when the vehicle is running at uh, constant speed and full combustion take place, so if the fuel and air is being sent in the cylinder, okay, in the combustion chamber, if the burning take place fully, then what happens? The outlet exhaust gases will not come as harmful gases. If the combustion is not regular, if it is burnt, if it is burnt in a irregular manner, then what happens? This harmful gases will be exhibited. Okay, so practically if you see vehicles which are running, either it is a car or a two-wheeler, if it is running, the full combustion will not take place. Okay, it is a practical one. We say the full combustion should take place, but practically if you say this full combustion is not taking place, so what happens, due to which the harmful gases has been exhibited. okay, is been emitted. So what are those harmful gases? Hydrocarbon, carbon monoxide, as I said, nitrogen oxide. So out of this, most of it is nitrogen oxide. So we go for EGR, exhaust gas recirculation. Okay, so main thing you have to know is, if there is a adequate mixing of petrol and air, and if full combustion take place, then pollution will not be created. If it is not so, then automatically these harmful gases will be formed. So this is about the slide, why when this harmful gases has been formed. Okay, so you have to read this hydrocarbon, this nitrogen oxide, this carbon monoxide. So these are formed and these are very dangerous. So we are in position to control these emissions. Okay, so we will go to the next slide. There, we have to know what is catalytic converter first. Okay. So catalytic converter. This is a slide. So what is catalytic converter? So it is a device actually which use some catalyst. Okay. So what is its purpose? To convert these harmful components into harmless components. So this is a very, so we use this catalyst. Okay, we know that there are three harmful components: hydrocarbon, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides. So we have to convert this catalytic using this catalytic converter. So next slide, you can see a catalytic converter. So you should know where it is fixed. It is fixed near to the exhaust pipe. So here we use catalyst as platinum and palladium. So this is the important point over here. So we use two catalysts. One is platinum, another one is palladium. So these are the two catalysts, and we have to know what is the structure. It is called as honeycomb structure. You can say in Tamil as then kud. So honeycomb structure. Why you use this honeycomb structure? Because the packing is very closer. Okay, so there are minute openings only. So there will be not be big openings. There will be minute openings. So why it is fixed? Because when the particles, hydrocarbons or nitrogen, which has been sent in this honeycomb structure, this particle fixed to the honeycomb, so thereby some conversion can take place. So this is the basic idea. So we keep honeycomb structure, and we have this muffler like package which has been attached to the exhaust pipe. We use two catalytic, one is palladium, another is platinum. Okay, so this catalyst automatically convert these harmful gases to harmless gases. Okay, so you should know what is three-way catalytic converter. So you can see a diagram in three-way catalytic converter. You can see there is exhaust gases which is going hydrocarbon, carbon monoxide, oxides of nitrogen which is going in honeycomb structure. Thereby it is been converted and it is sent as water, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. So harmful gases is converted to harmless gases. Okay, so you should know what is the reactions there. So you have two reactions in this emission three-way catalytic converter. First is oxidation reaction, next is reduction reaction. So you will go into phase by phase. So when this exhaust gases with harmful effects which enters, it goes oxidation reduction process first. Okay, what is the reduction process? It has been reducing. So nitrogen oxides, oxides of nitrogen, when it enters this exhaust gases, sorry, exhaust pipe, and the reduction process goes on. In this reduction process, you will have this nitrogen oxides which has been converted into single nitrogen, and this oxygen will get sticked on honeycomb structure, and this oxygen will get combined with carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide will be found. So you can see here this NOx, oxides of nitrogen, is converted into this oxides of nitrogen. You can see it has been converted into single nitrogen, and carbon monoxide is converted into carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is about the reduction process. So when this harmful gases enter this uh, three-way catalytic converter, the reaction take place. It has been divided into reduction reaction, oxidation process. So in reduction process, this nitrogen oxides is converted into nitrogen molecules and carbon dioxide. Here the hydrocarbon will not play a vital role. In second phase, there is oxidation process. This hydrocarbon will get converted into water, as well as carbon monoxide will get converted into carbon dioxide. So in oxidation process, this hydrocarbon is converted. In reduction process, oxides of nitrogen is being converted. So thereby you can arrive at the following components: nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water, carbon dioxide. So the harmful gases is converted to harmless gases. So this is a three-way catalytic converter. So in case of three-way catalytic converter, you have two processes. One is oxidation, another is reduction. So in reduction, nitrogen oxides is converted into harmless gases like nitrogen. In oxidation, hydrocarbon is converted into water and carbon dioxide, which is harmless gases. Okay. Next, we will go to the uses. So this is about the principle working, and this is about the diagram. So you can draw a diagram, you can explain what I have said. So what is its use ultimately? So whatever we have uh, written here is the reaction here. So you can see, sorry, you can see this reactions. Nitrogen oxides is converted into nitrogen molecules plus oxygen. Carbon monoxide is oxidized so that it goes to CO2, carbon dioxide. Hydrocarbon is converted into water and carbon dioxide. So this is various reactions. So you have to write the reactions, you have to draw a diagram, you have to explain what is what. So that is about three-way catalytic converter. Ultimately, it uses is very effective. It converts harmful to harmless gases. Okay. So this is about three-way catalytic converter. We will now go to BS norms, BS6 norms. So what is BS norms? It is Bharat Stage Emission Standards. Bharat Stage Emission Standards. So this is some standards. It is given by the government of India. Why it is given? It is to regulate the pollution content. So for this, the government has formulated a principle and it has given a standard so that pollution emissions can be reduced. Okay, so that is the aim. Either it is a compression engine, either it is a spark plug engine. We don't spark ignition engine. We don't worry about it. The ultimate aim is to reduce the pollution, the content of the harmful gases. Okay, so when this BS norms actually it is created, so we have to go for the chart here. It is the general chart. You can refer in Google itself. It is for a vehicles. So the stages are created from 2000. Okay. So you can see Bharat Stage 2 in 2001, Bharat Stage 3, which is introduced in 2005 after, Bharat Stage 4, 2010 after, Bharat Stage 6, which is now 2017 after. So this all the stages are created and it has been implemented too. And what is about this Euro? So European country, there have certain standards to control the pollution. So for a vehicle, they set a standard that if it is running in a condition, it has to emit some gases which should be in the proportion of what is what. So that is European standard. So based on this European standard, our government of India created a separate standard that is called as BS Bharat Stage Emission Standard. So that is we have given in reference. So we refer European standard and we created this Bharat Stage 2, 3, 4, everything. Okay. So main ideology of this BS4 or BS2, 3, 4, and we are going in advanced BS6 is to reduce the harmful gases proportion. Okay, so that is our aim. So you can see this BS3 and BS4. I have given the BS3 and BS4. So you can see here, this is carbon monoxide, this is hydrocarbon, this is oxides of nitrogen. So these are three gases which has been emitted from any vehicle, which is very, very dangerous. This is dangerous to human being, this is all dangerous to the atmosphere. So what it says, in case of a petrol engine, government says if the vehicle is running, in case of BS3, the carbon monoxide which is to be emitted should be 2.30. In case of hydrocarbon, it should be 0.20. Okay. In case of BS4, the carbon monoxide should be 1. Okay. In case of BS4, the hydrocarbon, it should be 0.1. Okay. In case of BS3, I again repeat, the carbon monoxide should be 2.30 only. In case of BS4, it should be 1. So we can see the 2.30 is reduced to 1. Here 0.20 is reduced to 1. Here 0.15 is reduced to 0.08. So here all these petrol emissions norms, as per norms, we should reduce this value 2.30 to 1, so that this proportion is reduced, so that harmful gases has been controlled. Okay. In case of diesel, you can see emission norms. In case of BS3, it is 0.64. Oxide of nitrogen, it is 0.50. In BS4, we introduced, and 64 is reduced to 50, 50 is reduced to 25. Thereby, we reduce all these proportions. Okay, all this proportion, and the harmful gases has been controlled. So this is about the emission norms. So we introduced this Bharat standard emissions because we have to control this pollution. So for controlling this pollution, we should control the exhaust gases. So we have to control this exhaust gases by providing some systems. So government has implemented by giving a standard chart. So using the standard chart, you can reduce all those things. Okay. So this is about the standard. So if BS6 is asked, you should know what is bar stage, why it is implemented, where it is referred, and what is the proportional ratios, everything. Okay. So this is about BS norms and three-way catalytic converter. And you will have the assignment here. I have two questions. Explain BS4 norms. Sorry. And you explain three-way catalytic converter with the diagram. Okay. So I have to write and submit.